Now to a Delphi update. In a stunning move tonight, Judge Francis Gohl is barring anyone involved in the trial of Richard Allen from speaking out about the case. He's the man accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German in February of 2017.
It was just a few hours ago that the judge issued what is called a gag order in the case. And if anyone does speak about the case that's affected by this order, they could face stiff penalties. Who's impacted? Well, the attorneys on the case, police, court personnel, even family members involved in the case.
So what happens if they break the gag order? Well, they could be held in contempt of court, which means they could be fined or jailed. Now, the other big question is what prompted Judge Gohl to make this decision?
Rich Nye joined us live in studio after digging into the court documents all day. Tonight, he also talks with attorneys about how this is going to impact the case.
The special judge wrote that the gag order is in response to the press release distributed by Richard Allen's attorneys Thursday. The gag order says counsel for the state of Indiana and the defendant, as well as their professional staff and other personnel, law enforcement officials, court personnel, coroner, and all family members are prohibited from commenting on this case to the public and to the media.
In this case, I think a gag order is appropriate because it's not going to be fair for anybody if the media keeps talking about this every day. Morning news, afternoon news, evening news. It's enough. Let the judicial process, let it work.
Carmen Malone is a defense attorney and former deputy prosecutor. She says the defense, not the prosecution, as in this case, typically asks for the gag order.
A gag order is normally to protect the defendant because they don't want people viewing the defendant negatively. They don't want the defendant to be prejudiced before his fair day in court.
Allen's attorneys attacked the state's evidence and maintained their client's innocence in a 3-page statement.
Maybe the defense feels so strongly it's the wrong guy, but doing it in the public isn't the way to go because they're not going to dismiss it because the public gets on your side. You have to go through the criminal justice system. You have to go through the trial and do it the right way. And so that's probably what has led to the gag order.
The gag order remains in place at least until a hearing January 13th in Delphi. So what's actually the legal standard for a gag order? A judge looks to see if there's reasonable likelihood pretrial publicity will harm a fair trial. If the judge determines that's the case, then they will issue an order.